Hey, welcome back to the Airburn Podcast. This is season 4, episode 3. When I first started this podcast, I just wanted to talk about life, my experiences. And every time I tell people about my podcast, I tell them it's about life. And that's the truth. It's about life, love, family, you name it, etc., etc. And it just gradually built itself up as I gradually progressed and went along. So, to continue the eating season, which is I and God, today's episode is called Celebrating. Because you should go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And that speaks volumes to me because I recently celebrated my birthday, and I celebrated with my family, of course. I couldn't celebrate on my day because I had to work the next day. But I was free later on that afternoon, and everybody came over. And it felt like it's a big accomplishment for me because everything I've been through. And I know people watch my podcast. I'm like, oh, dang, Prince been going through it. Or, dang, I'm glad to see him doing good. And people do pray on your downfall. And I know there's people that watch it. I'm like, oh, well, that's what he get. Yeah, all right. You can think that. But I know I probably done some bad things in life. But I wouldn't say I deserve it. My heart is, I have a big heart. That's why I love a lot. Like I love with everything in me, and I don't just say it for no reason. And I feel people take that lightly, of course, because love is a big thing. And I think with me, I probably won't share that much love with people. Only my family or people I really hold close that's like family. Not too many people are going to get that unless it's like my actual person and stuff. That's different. Because some people don't even deserve that type of love. They don't deserve good people, honestly, when I really think about it. Some people are just out for themselves. At the end of the day, and so you gotta look out for you. And like my bro told me, I didn't came too far, and I've been receiving a lot of blessings to let anybody distract me from the path that I'm on, or get in the way to where I'm going, or the direction I'm already headed. So I won't tolerate any BS, no nonsense, because I don't have time for that. And I won't allow anybody in my life that's gonna, jump to conclusions or have this already assumption of me or any bad idea of me based off some past reaction. So definitely not. I don't want to be around people like that, because and then people tolerate you on that because they're like, oh, well, he did this, so I know he's gonna act like this. So they tolerate you to an extent and have you around just because they need you, but they're afraid to say that they need you because nobody is gonna go the extra mile that's how you have. That's why I don't really help people like that, because you know nobody's the true people is gonna be there for you when they be there for you. You can't always count on somebody if you help them. Like but think about this: when you're helping somebody, are they gonna be there for you like you're being there for them? Times out of 10, absolutely not. You can't expect you from everyone else at all. That's simple as plain as day. Like, there's no way around it. The things you do for people, you can't expect that in return. Not everybody's like you. Nobody does the things that you do. Um, not everybody does things wholeheartedly anymore. And I probably sound old, bro. Probably with this generation, like some people weren't raised right, and some people just like they're not used to that at all. So it really comes up with your upbringing. And some people was raised right. They don't go by things justly or righteously. They don't. Not everybody's doing what they need to do. But you just gotta, no matter how anybody else treats you, or even if you don't get the stuff in return, just know that you did like what you felt like you needed to do. You was there for somebody as much as you could be. So you get your blessings in return at the end of the day. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take away what you did do because it was real. Like ain't faking the funk. I say I'm gonna be there for somebody. I'm gonna be there for them. That's how it is. I know how I was raised and stuff. So like we really show up for our people. So people it might not be used to that, but oh well. Like I can't prove something to somebody that's not trying to see. Like I don't know what people are looking for or people expectations. Maybe they're expecting failure, so they don't get their hopes up. But it is what it is. Like I can't change nobody's mind. Can't force nobody to see anything. And then seeing is believing. But like if you don't believe, like, and then when things start even happen for me even more, I want to like, do you believe now? Like, so anybody that fumbled me, don't try to pick the ball up. You let me down, and somebody picked me back up. So, and don't try to get an interception. None of that. Like, it's over. Like, sometimes I feel like I regret a lot of things because, man, I did so much like for people. It's crazy. Like, people would not do that for me, but my family probably would. Like, legit. Like, I really believe that. Like, even when me being away and stuff, like, regardless, we have that unconditional love. And some people, they're so used to conditional love. So like you even being there for somebody, like, oh well, they're gonna expect this in return. No, I didn't ask for anything in return at all. Like it's crazy. Am I deserving of like a conversation or anything? Absolutely. Uh, some people can't even tell me happy birthday. That boggles my mind. Like, okay. And like people take birthdays lightly. Like you just like you celebrating your life. Like some people, like it can't be. They're not alive right now. So like you should be happy that somebody is alive, regardless. Especially if you know them, like you got like a close relationship with them or something, some form of the matter. You should be like, hey, oh, I'm happy for you. Like that's some real stuff. But people take things as a joke and they just play with you. And I say play with you like, or I say don't play with me because like, and that's not even me saying I'm gonna do something to somebody. It's just like I'd rather not even be played with. I'm not interested in those. I know I play video games, but I'm not interested in those games. Like, be straight up with me, like for real. I'm tired of going through life with like that and stuff. Like, be honest, be honest. That truth is gonna come out eventually. I have a great intuition. And like people try to lie and think they so good at it. No, we know. Like we know what's going on. Like people make excuses and stuff, or they try to get you to accept some idea or whatever story they're trying to portray in your head. But it's not what it is. Most likely, it is what you think it is and stuff. So everybody is going through this journey called life, and we got to do better. Like everybody, they have to do better. Even the people that feel say they doing good in the world, you should do it just because. Like a lot of people expect things in return. They do things, they expect things in return, and like sometimes should you like get something in return? Like it depends on what it is. Like should people pay you back? Absolutely. Like you don't know what somebody else is going through. They sitting there and doing stuff for you. Like that shouldn't take a blind eye or take a back seat. Like, oh yeah, that's nothing. Like, no, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And for somebody even to take it lightly, it kind of shows what type of person you are. It shows exactly who you are. It shows what type of heart you have and what type of intentions you have. Like, I'm not even going that because I might slip up and curse, and I said I won't curse up here. So, yeah, but man, and don't be afraid to celebrate people because you gotta give people their flowers. Like, uplift them. Know, show them that you love them, not just saying it. Show them. And I'm big on love. Like, man, I was ready to drive somewhere and show somebody that I love them. Nah. And you just crazy. The real crazy thing about it, I know the state that the person's in. Don't even know the location of that. So you know how stupid that is. That's dumb. That's that's dumb as But like like that's crazy to me. Like so like that should show like, oh wow, somebody really love me. They just like, what the heck? Like, I don't know. I'd say I love movies and stuff. I feel like that's some movie stuff. Like that's a big dedication or declaration of your love for somebody. You show up and like, hey, like, because you want to see somebody, whatever. You want to talk, whatever. Hug them, whatever. Because you just want to see that person. People don't do stuff like that anymore, and that sounds crazy. That sounds really crazy. That's dumb and crazy. So, like, mm, not too many people gonna get that stuff out of me, like legit, like unless they're really deserving of it. Like, honestly, because I know what I expect, and I should get that in return. But of course, you can't expect you from everybody. I'm gonna keep saying that because you don't. You're not supposed to. You set yourself up for failure because not any one person is the same. Not everybody thinks the same. Not everybody loves the same. That's why so many love languages. And of course, you can love somebody the wrong way. I spoke on that before. And make sure your heart, mind, and soul and body is aligned with everything that you trying to accomplish. Everything down to love, family, career, whatever job you're trying to work at the time to get to your career. It's stepping stones to this. And like people say, it's levels to this. Yeah, it's levels to everything. And I mean, I think it's levels to stupidity too. But people still climbing that ladder. But it is what it is. A lot of people do dumb stuff. And people do dumb stuff for love. So hey, I'm on that ladder with you. But I don't know. Whatever's for you is gonna be for you, regardless. You wouldn't have to work too hard for it. Now it's not gonna be easy, of course, but you're not gonna have to work too hard for it. Like it's gonna be for you and just for you. Just like the hair products back in the day, just for me. Like it's gonna be just for you. Like nobody can take that away. Nobody's gonna be able to get in the way of it. Like you not gonna mess it up. You gonna know. Like finally, you know what I'm saying. So it's a at last type of love, but whenever that moment comes, don't blow it. Of course, like cherish it. Just like you win in the lottery, you finally get the person you want. You finally get the career you want. You're living. That's when you're really truly living your best life for you. You every goal is achieved, fulfilling from finally and it's fulfilled. So don't let somebody else's mistakes on you make the same mistakes with another person. You got to grow and heal, move forward. Your blessings are coming. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can step in the way of your purpose. Because what is meant for you is for you. Nobody can steal it. Nobody can coerce it. Lead it astray. Lead it from you. It's going to be for you, regardless what anybody says, what anybody thinks. You keep moving forward. Things are going to happen for you. You got to put in the work, of course, with yourself. If you don't love yourself, these type of things are not going to happen for you. You don't put any effort, these things are not going to happen for you. Like if you just give up so easily, these things are not going to happen for you. Like for me, for example, of course, I didn't talk about plenty of times about the person I love and stuff like that. And I talked about it briefly in this very episode. But what is for me is going to be for me. Now I don't take things for granted, and I won't allow anybody to take me for granted, especially anything that I do. If people cannot communicate, there's nothing there. Communication is a big part of any relationship. So if you're talking to a brick wall, it's like, what is the point? What is the point of trying for something that's probably not even there? Like in your mind, you feel like something's still there. Because you believe in magic. You have this great imagination. And I'm talking to myself. You have this great imagination. But it's time to open your eyes because in some cases, things are not like that. So you got to call a spade a spade. Like, it's time to move forward. Probably not backwards. So it's going to hurt, because if you got a big heart and you really love like that, then it's going to have that type of reaction. But don't allow things like that to change you. Don't allow that to change you. Because you're going to end up going down the dark path. Like they say, you die a hero and you live alone, become the villain. Don't become a villain. Like, do not start this villain arc because you're not about that life. You're not about that life. So go through life justly, righteously, truthfully, and honestly. and move with your whole heart and do things wholeheartedly, not just because you want something in return. Because some people might think that you do, but you don't. A lot of us do things out of love, but it is what it is. Move forward. This has been the Heir Podcast. Check me out on YouTube, Heir Gaming, TikTok, Relatable Nostalgia, clothing business, Heir Designs. Check out the Blurred and Beyond podcast as well. We got great things. Check us out on the radio on WRDB Media. Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. on the TuneIn app. That's very important. But y'all be blessed. Don't let nobody take you for granted.